Hey, what up everybody, I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War on PS4. And today I'm going to be reading your comments while we do our Gems of War cardio and maybe some of the new faction or guild wars or something. So it's going to be live, so it might be a little bit clunky, but I'm going to try to read a comment and then discuss the comment while I play or something like this. So good reason to to comment is because of these types of videos. Gotta move my headphones, sorry. And it really helps me out when you comment. Helps me when you subscribe, helps me when you like, helps me when you comment. So gonna read your comments while I play. I'm gonna take my tribute. And this time specifically, I'm gonna read your comment if you're a channel member first, and then I'll move down the list. Sorry if you're not a channel member, but incentive to be one, I guess, is that I'll read your comments. But I'm going to read everybody's comments. You don't have to be a member, but just for this specific video, I'm going to start with the channel members and move down the list. If you want to be a member, just hit the join button, or it's in the description. There's a link in the description. It's $1. It helps a lot. $1.99 helps a ton with the channel and everything. New mic, new banner. We could get me a new phone or a new computer or something like that. I know that's a lot, but I could save it up like eventually, you know what I mean? It would help improve the channel. So let's get into this before people run away. Games. Yeah, let's do dungeons first. And I'll read comments starting right now. As soon as I get my team. Not that. Why do I go straight to the one with the tits? Okay, so first comment is from Faceless One. It says, "Great vid, Cinny, thanks for the info. I did my free battles just to get through it, and the dang game kept giving me ravens. Ended up almost completing round 6. He's talking about the Assassin event from Thursday, the Guild War Purple and Assassin Teams video. So he said he did his free battles just to get through it, and the dang game kept giving me ravens, ended up almost completing round 6. For me, usually when I do free battles on, even when I buy the potions, like the first two, like the enchantment potion and the explosion potion, sometimes the on the class events, they really screw you towards the end. You will just need one more battle to like get the Chaos Orb, and they'll make you buy more sigils, and it'll cost you like 300 gems just for one turn to get one Chaos Orb. Like, why couldn't I get that one last turn in there? But I know what he means. He was trying just to do his free battles, and they kept giving him ravens. Sometimes it happens too. It depends which battle you pick. I think they screw you sometimes by only putting like one raven in there when you need more than one, and they put it on like the last battle, so if you don't pick the last battle first, you get screwed, or either way you get screwed because there's only one raven, which only gives you 2 more fights, and say you only had like 2 coming in, so then you're short 1, you know, that's 4 when you need to get 5 type thing. So I don't know, my advice would be either just do the free battles if it's a crappy class, or if you're going for Chaos Orbs, towards the end, you're going to have to maybe get lucky with the RNG picking, because in the class events, you can pick which battle you want to do first. Like, there's the 4 or the 5 battles. First one's easiest, the last one's the hardest. Sometimes if you pick that last one, or that second to last one, you can get a raven. But if you go like from the easiest to the hardest, you won't get one, and then you won't complete that level of the event, and you won't get that reward. So yeah, I've been screwed a lot by those class events. When I was going for Zul'Goth, going for the Chaos Orbs, I would be short by 1 turn, and I would have to spend like 300 gems just to get another turn, or something like that, 400 gems, sometimes 500, like it's crazy. And that's when I would be PO'd, pissed off at the devs for like, why are you making me spend so many gems just to get through this one event? But better get to the next comment here, because I'm only going to do 10 minutes on this episode. Alright, the next one from channel members, and if we run out of channel members, we'll go to the next people. So good reason to comment. And before this one, I've done this probably 2 times other than this, and I didn't read only channel member comments, so maybe next time I won't do channel members. Just thought I would give them a little extra for giving me a little extra. Like, that's what I'm trying to give you, more value than I even tell you I'm going to give you. So, we have Shinori. Shinori, your comment is next, and it says, she had, or he, sorry, they had a team for the Guild War Purple and Assassin teams video. I guess that's what most of these comments are from. Guild Wars Purple and Assassin event guide. Shinori says, hero with purple scythe, Sunspear class, Shabanu Vispera, cunning, and that's the team. If Shabanu gets to cast, it's game over. On another note, I totally get you, Cinny. People keep telling me that I lack diplomacy or empathy because of that brutal honesty. My answer is, I respect myself, therefore I speak my mind. No filters or nothing at all. Yeah, I think in that video I was talking about, and sorry, Shinori, if you're, I don't know why I always say he or she, like, it just doesn't matter. But if you want to let me know, then I can get it right. I think I've asked before, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, your comment. Yeah, in that video I was talking about how I'm, like, brutally honest, and it gets me into trouble a lot of times. Like, I've had jobs where it was super political at the job, and if you weren't, like, either friends with somebody, like a manager or the owner or second in command guy or one of some manager there or supervisor, if you're not friendly and sucking up, you're not getting anywhere, and you're probably getting let go eventually, even if you're good at your job. Because I was really good at my job, got everything done. I would stay 2 hours late pretty much every day. It was a super hard job where customers were coming up constantly, stuff was printing on the printer constantly, technicians were coming to get stuff constantly, and, you know, the technician wouldn't understand that I had orders on the printer, I had customers coming to the window, I had phone calls, orders. They wouldn't understand. They thought they were number one, so they would walk up and think, oh, I just need this part. Oh, yeah, but so does these 10 people that ordered from the office, and now it's printing on the printer. So do these 2 or 3 other people that called, and I answered the phone and took their order. So does this 1 or 2 customers at the window that think they're number one, and here you are walking in thinking you're number one, when I already have a huge queue of stuff to pull for people that already, you know, are ahead of you, that got their order in before you. But just because you're here in my face and you're a technician, you think that I have to stop everything and grab your thing that you're ordering right now, when this guy ordered something 2 hours ago and he's been in line for 2 hours. Like, I don't know. It's just how it is sometimes. And then the boss thinks you're not. Then that technician, like, is best friends with the boss, and then he tells the technician that you were a jerk, you didn't give you his part right away, and you actually did it in the right order and did your job the right way. But since he's friends with the boss and you didn't jump through hoops to get him his thing, he says that, you know, then he's got an agenda against you, and he starts saying things that aren't true about you behind your back. And that's how it happens at places, at big companies. You gotta, like, know somebody or be friends with somebody, or if you find out the owner likes hockey and sports cars, then you just act like you, oh man, dude, your car is so awesome, I love hockey, did you see Wayne Gretzky last night, he was the man, oh baby. You gotta, like, pretend. And I don't pretend well, and I don't lie well, and I'm way too real, I guess. I just can't fake stuff, and I hate politics anywhere. And that's, you know, it hurts me here. Like, I should probably be going to Infinity Plus 2's channel every time they're on and sucking up. I should probably be going to Tacet's channel every time he's on and sucking up, you know? And begging for codes and beta access and shout-outs. But I don't, because I can't do that for some reason. But alright, let's get to the next comment before we run out of time. get to hear me on a tangent. Robson Jr., I don't think you're a member, man, but for some reason your message is here because I think Shinori responded to you. So hey, Robson, you get a comment read just for responding to a member. So it says, hey Cinny, how do we counter life and death teams effectively? I have been struggling against these kind of teams a lot on PvP and Guild Wars since I started playing. Such a pain in the butt. By the way, for today's event, I used Cobra's Curse. This is the Guild War Purple and Assassin teams video from Thursday. He used Cobra's Curse or Mountain Crusher with Assassin, Merilith, Poison Master, Bone Naga. Yeah, I was thinking about using Poison Master with the Merilith. It's cheap and quick team to use until level 80 something. Alright. And then we have Shinori here who responded saying, hey, maybe you should try the Gob Truffle Shuffle, or teams that can loop or can start right away. There are troops like Leprechaun that start with full mana and explode the gems. With the Gob Truffle team, Forest Troll, Gob Truffle, Mirage Queen, you can start fast because all the troops start with half the mana. After the first gems match, you can start looping and the opponent never gets a turn. Mostly I beat life and death teams with this team or some of the Guardian teams like the one they posted earlier. My experience with life and death, Robson, is that you want to stun it and you want to move it to the first spot if you can. Like say you're using your key team, use Cedric on it, get it to the first slot. If you have Rope Dart, pull it to the first spot. Because sometimes it'll be stealthied, and that's why it's so dangerous, because if it's stealthied with an Orb Weaver and or if it's stealthy with a summon and then it's death marking you and all that stuff, either a cleanse on your team or a stun on your team or a curse on your team or some way to move them to first slot is how I would recommend dealing with that. I made a video a while ago, the best defend teams, where I just experimented with which teams can beat me without me like super duper being a tryhard. Which teams can beat this team if I just like blindly play without trying too hard. And a lot of the teams were life and death teams with the Orb Weaver that was beating me. And some of the advice I got was either stun, like use Obsidius or Emperor Corvash or something like that, or the Mirage Queen like Shinori said, to curse, and then that way you can stun their traits, and then my other advice would be to pull them to the first slot if they're stealthied, so you can skull them down really quick. Use like a skull spam team with a Rope Dart, like the Rope Dart, Divine Ishbala, Quillin, Moonrabbit team. That'd be a good team against life and death. The key team, use your Cedric strategically to move that Orb Weaver to the front. Stuff like that would be my advice for life and death. Mostly stunning it and moving it to the first slot to skull it down in case it's stealthy is my advice. Because if you leave it in like second or third slot and it has that thing where every time you damage it, it makes a giant spider, like that can be hard to deal with unless you can pull life and death to the front or stun it somehow. So that would be my advice, is either a stun or or moving the life and death, the hero, to the first slot so you can skull it down, or like Shinori said, just use a looping team where they never get a turn. Robson said, Shinori, thanks buddy, even though my Gob Truffle team is one of my most used teams, I haven't tried it in that context yet. I never cared that much about PvP, only caring about Guild Wars of course, but these days I've been losing a lot to those life and death teams. I hear you, Robson, I was losing to them too. Such a problematic thing to deal with as the match gets longer. By the way, great Guardian team there. Once I get my Vespera, I will try it out for sure. Those loops she creates are crazy. Right now, Finesse and Treachery are the only Guardians that I'm using regularly, but I will take note on yours for sure. Yeah, Finesse is a good one. I've been trying out the other ones too. Like Triple Guardians, the new ones, it works pretty good. I tried whatever the red one is, and I've tried Finesse, and I've tried the purple one, and they all seem to work pretty good. Especially Finesse is probably the best one, but yeah, I don't know what I'm at here. Let me check my time, and I'll see if we have time for more. Wow, I'm going way too long on this, but I didn't really read that many comments. So I'm gonna read like 1 or 2 more comments, and then we'll be done for today. It's supposed to be a short video because of Dark Souls, which is taking forever to upload for whatever reason. So I'm trying to record this while I can. Let's do a delve, some more Gems of War cardio here. And once this delve is over, we will be done. So I'll try to read as many comments as I can. Shinori says, Robson Jr., Shibanu, and the Guardians rule. You can use those Guardians teams for also high-level delves and level 12 explore. Alright, here we have Hugh Luong. He says, the truth will set us free. So that's another reference to that Guild War Purple and Assassin team. Aaron says, Aaron, I mean, seriously, are we not doing phrasing anymore? That's Sterling Archer quote, I guess. Once again, Aaron, it's going over my head. Not sure what you mean there, but yeah, I don't know. Hugh Long said nice to that Desolate Joker became a member, I think. We haven't had a member in about a week. But I appreciate all the members right now. Like, we have plenty. I would love more, but I can't complain. But I did notice it's been like over a week. But if anybody wants to join up for $1.99, it would be great. Appreciate it. Link in the description or the big blue join button. And I'm not even paying attention to this battle, because I want to try to read some more comments. Drock Savage says, welcome. He always gives people a good welcome for the members. We have our own little like thread where we talk in the channel, or the members only like comments. So if you become a member, you get to join in on our conversation, which not always extensive, but it is, you know, kind of private at least. Alright, I'm gonna go to some non-channel members now, because I think that's all the members all the members' comments that I didn't respond to, at least. So these are also comments that I haven't responded to yet. This video is probably getting too long, but the Dark Souls video for some reason is taking forever to upload today. Kevin Smith commented on the new faction Fell Roost video, which was the most recent video before this one, and says, Shabana Vocifera is also good in the Nimbus bow slot. I used him because I didn't have Nimbus bow. Yeah, I've heard that, Kevin Smith. The only problem with that is you're not using your hero then, so you're missing out on a bunch of class experience, but I hear it works fine. And if you don't want to use your hero and as much as possible, that's what I'm doing right now, because I have so many classes I need to level up, so I almost feel like I'm hurting myself when I'm not leveling a hero class, when I'm not using my hero. So that's the only thing I would say about that, is if you're not using your hero, you're probably hurting yourself a little bit. But if it makes your team way more awesome, then, you know, go with it. Nimbus bow, I think you have to wait till it comes in the Soul Forge to get that. So it was like an event weapon that you could only get for that event, and now it comes around in the Soul Forge whenever RNG deems it so. So eventually you can get it, but yeah, you can also use like Essence of Evil instead of the Nimbus bow, or probably Mountain Crusher, almost anything that'll just give you mana if you don't have the Nimbus bow. The reason I use the Nimbus bow is because it creates a bunch of like yellow and blue, I think, something like that. We need yellow, first of all. Second of all, it makes a bunch of extra turns, which gives the finesse stats. Every time you get extra turn, you get stats. Fufu says, new faction comment. Fufu, always commenting, always helping me out. Fufu is the most consistent commenter, I would say. Pretty much like hitting like twice without unliking, because if you actually do hit like twice, it takes away your like, which isn't good. But the best way to like twice is to hit like and then comment. And that's what Fufu always does, and I really, really appreciate it, Fufu. CeeLo says, how do I get Nimbus bow, or what can I use instead of that weapon or troop with finesse deck? So CeeLo's commenting on the new faction Fell Roost team video from Friday, asking how to get the Nimbus bow, and if not, what should they use? And I just answered that, I think, which would be Essence of Evil is good, and MG also said Essence of Evil. And then Mountain Crusher's okay. You could put Shyvana Vespera there, like someone else said. Sela or Ahmad El Khatib. Oh, I'm sorry if I ruined your name. Says to CeeLo, Plague Lord class weapon when you accumulate 250 wins using the class in combat. Plague Lord class can be unlocked from Darkstone Kingdom after finishing its questline. So that's how you get Essence of Evil. This video is going to be longer than I thought, but I want to make sure I read enough comments for it to be worth it for you guys to comment. So if I only read like 2 comments, you're going to be like, man, I'm never going to get on this video. And then CeeLo thanks Ahmed. Lofty! I think Lofty's been in every single one of these. And maybe Drock too. Maybe Umfufu as well. So you get extra shoutouts when you comment. Lofty says, well done! The first 10 guild team chest opening, I got Sycorax. Well, you're lucky. It took me to my very last key that I had at all. If you guys saw that video yesterday where I went for the Mythic and the key opening for that Mythic, it was literally the last chance I had, and I got it. And I thought for sure I was not going to get it, because it was something like 500 gem keys, 1,500 glory keys, then I used it was a bunch of guild keys, and glory, and I finally got it with my last guild key. After using I used 20,000 glory, it was a lot, for me at least. 400 gem keys, that's a lot, right? Not a ton, but that's a decent amount. And then 1,500 glory keys or something, I can't remember. And then 20,000 glory, so 10 bulk chests worth, or whatever, probably more. And then all my guild seals, and on the last bulk I got it, luckily. So I got that Sycorax Mythic on my very last. And Silver Scale says, get out of here, that was incredibly lucky, grats. Yeah, that is lucky, Lofty. Raymond Farid Campendor, I'm sorry, probably ruined your name. I've seen you comment on Lootwizard's channel as well. Raymond Farid. Got lucky this time, used 2,000 guild seals for this Mythic, but I remember last time used 600 gem keys, 3,000 glory keys, and around 10,000-ish guild seals, and still missed it. Wow, that's very unlucky. That'd be even more unlucky than if I didn't get it there, because I think that's a slightly more than I used. But I was pretty close to that. I think you got me with the 10,000 guild seals, but I used about the same amount, and I barely got it. Amelia Valentine, or Valente, sorry. Try this fast team. Class Titan, Mountain Crusher, Queen Beatrix, Divinia, Sycorax. Yeah, I'll have to try it. That's on the spoilers video. I haven't tried any Sycorax teams yet. So that's a Sycorax team if anybody needs one. There you go. Amelia Valente, or I'm sorry if I'm ruining your name, I'm terrible, says Titan class with Mountain Crusher, Queen Beatrix, Divinia, Sycorax. Bud Lee on the Guild Wars Purple and Assassin teams video says, alright, one more battle, then I gotta be done, so this might be the last comment. Got any welfare teams for us scrubs? No Infernus, don't have Dawnbringer, don't have Grey King, LOL. I try to give beginner teams whenever I can. The Triple Finesse team, Triple Finesse Nimbus Bow teams using a common, and that's for the new faction. That was a budget team. I have a bunch of beginner team videos you could look at. Skeleton key teams, pretty beginner friendly. Yeah, Bud Lee, go check out some of my other videos. I have some beginner videos. I know what you mean. You mean for each event, you probably want a budget team. But usually in the comments, somebody will post one, so look through the comments. So what are you specifically asking about? Guild Wars Purple or the Assassin? Because the Assassin event was pretty budget. It was a Merilith, which is pretty easy to get. So I'm sure you're not talking about that, because that was pretty easy. Probably the Guild Wars Purple, because you mentioned Infernus. You could use a Hellcat, Elamagrim type team for Purple Day. Maybe try Cunning. I don't know if anybody else has any purple teams that Bud Lee could use that are for lower level players, for welfare teams, for those scrubs, I guess, as he said. Go to that Guild Wars Purple and Assassin teams, and please reply to Bud Lee with a budget team he can use for Purple Day. That would help him a lot and help me help him. So if anybody has a good team that Bud Lee can use for Purple Guild Wars for somewhat of a budget. Alright, I have one more comment, it looks like, that I can... we'll finish this battle, though. Oh, come on. I really haven't been paying attention to what I'm doing. Joni, none of your biz, for her last name, that's nice. But how do you really feel, LOL? Anywho, I don't have Ella McGrim. I'll figure something out. I should do that. Joni, I think that team is even better if you use Obsidious. So if you happen to have Obsidious instead of Ella McGrim, which I know it's also a Mythic, so you're probably like, whatever, dude. But yeah, if you just happen to have Obsidious instead of Ella McGrim, I think that's even better than what I'm using. Like, I think I made that team with Obsidious in mind, and I didn't have it yet. So I've just been using Ella McGrim because it's been working, but it actually lost this time, so I might switch to Obsidious. So that's your answer. Thank you for the comments, everyone, by the way. Very virulent kiss. Virulent kiss. Good call on Marilith. For green, I went with Forest Troll, Gobtruffle, Doomglaive, Apothecary, under Archer class with the Trident banner. Some of the other guild didn't even get a turn. Wow, I might want to try that. I think it's Green Day today for PS4. I really need to wrap this video up. I'm trying to get as many comments as I can in here, though, so you guys don't feel gypped. But usually it's a quick video day, but I guess not today. That Dark Souls video is just taking forever to load. It's probably loaded by now, but since I'm right in the middle of a video. And then Virulent Kiss said, wait, you had purple on Assassin Day? My schedule is blue, yellow, green, purple, brown, red. Yeah, it's slightly different, I guess. It started out like the same. I thought, oh, we're all on the same schedule now. But then it started going off the path, like around Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But yeah, today I think we have green, and tomorrow we have brown. So today is Saturday, we have green. Tomorrow is Sunday, we have brown. But thank you for the comment. Michael Kidpool says, hello, Cinny. For Purple Day, I will run with Obsidious, Life and Death, Leprechaun, and Infernus. Yes, that's what I was just telling, Joni? Was it Joni? Sorry, Joni. Yeah, Joni. Try his team. So there you go. Obsidious, Life and Death, Leprechaun, Infernus for Purple Day. And I need to get this battle over with. I don't think I can steal his mana, but it still helps with my brown. Maybe we can do one more comment. Come on. I should have done a comment while they were doing that turn. We have Faceless one again, but I already read one of your comments, so I'm going to skip to Scott Haskins. He says, for class trial, assassin class, secrets of the crypt, Urali, Viper, and Taipan. And he says, keep up the good work. Thank you, Scott. Thank you for always commenting. Almost always. You're one of the most frequent commenters as well. And when I say that, there's a lot of people that comment on almost every video, so I'm not trying to leave anyone out. But I see Scott a lot, and I see Fufu a lot. And there's the obvious people like Lofty and Drock Savage, and I don't even want to leave anyone out. Lots of people recently that have been commenting a lot too. But let's see if I can kill this thing and get out of here. Come on, one more comment, because I think this is it. Patrick Lacey, you get the last comment. Bro, that guild tip is seriously underrated. This is for the Resource Guide 2019. That's a really good video that's got a lot of views. If anybody hasn't seen it yet, the Resource Guide 2019. He says, bro, that guild tip is seriously underrated. My old guild would make it to chest level 4 on a good week. My new guild, we are at level 6 by Wednesday or Thursday at the latest. Yeah, Patrick, being in a good guild is the most important thing in the game. Definitely. You like 29 times your resources. Like, it's not I'm not even exaggerating. I'm maybe slightly, but because maybe 28 people are only contributing. But you know what I mean? Like, if you're going at it as a lone wolf, you're only getting what you get. But if you're going in a good guild where 29 other people are also contributing, you're getting 30 people worth of guild tasks done and events done and all that stuff. So that's the best thing you can do in this game, is get in a good guild. If you're in a guild and you're the only one doing stuff, get the heck out of there and try a different guild. If you get into a new guild and there's only 1 or 2 people doing stuff, stay there till you can find something better, but definitely try to find something better. Then you make it to another guild where there's like 5 people doing stuff. Stay there while you look for another guild. And then get to a guild where there's 10 people doing stuff. Stay there till you can find a better guild. Then there's 15 people. You know, just keep going, improving. Don't get too loyal. And don't be the only one doing stuff. And don't be the person that's leeching, doing nothing. Like, don't be too loyal. Like, these people aren't your friends. Even if you think they are, they'll still be your friends if you move to a different guild, because you're just bettering yourself. So if somebody has a problem with you leaving and bettering yourself, then they're not really your friend anyway. So, but that's all the time I got. So thank you everyone for commenting. This video went way longer than I thought it would, but hey, drop a comment, and if you want to join and become a member, you can get your comments read even easier, and you get stuff like a shout out. You get to see every single video early. And if you want to go to the very top tier, I will make a video specifically on something you suggest. That's a $9.99, but I know that's a lot of money, but if you want me to do a video on treasure hunt minigame and you get in that tier 3, then I have to do a video on treasure hunt minigame. So you get to tell me what the video is about. So like, share, subscribe. Make sure you comment, because you might get on one of these videos and get an extra shout out and your comment read. And I'll see y'all next time. Don't forget to hit that join button. Peace.